gentlemen, welcome aboard this live launch with Hunky Dory TV. The crafting captain has turned on the fasten seatbelt sign and we are now cleared for takeoff. In preparation for launch, please ensure all of your troubles and worries are properly stowed. You won't be needing those today. Our flight time will be a craft-filled 60 minutes or more, and the Hunky Dory crew are now ready for departure. At this time, we ask you to sit back, relax, and enjoy our video presentation. Live launch takeoff in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. We have live launch liftoff.
Good morning everyone, happy Wednesday and welcome to this live launch. We have our box magazine looking all fantastic and we're going to run you through absolutely everything you get in this fabulous collection. But I'm not on my own today. The lovely Gemma is making sure everything's running smoothly in the control centre. Good morning, Gemma. And then over in the demonstration station, Cat's here, of course. It's Wednesday. It's Nat and Cat Day.
It's Nat and Cat Day. Hi.
We should make this a national, well, a weekly national thing, Nat and Cat Day. So we're going to take you through this magazine. We're going to have some amazing demonstrations featuring some of the collections that you're going to get in. But before we get to that, let's have a look at the Win It Weekly. So this week we're giving you the chance to win our Botanical Beauties collection. These are absolutely stunningly detailed floral stamps. You get beautiful sentiments in here and little flourishes to create borders and backgrounds as well. So you're going to be able to win all 6 of these. Is there 6? There's 5, isn't there? All 5 of these stamps, and there's going to be 3 winners. The question this week is a little bit crazy. Are you ready for this, Cat? Because you are absolutely going to lose it.
Am I going to?
Domino's Japan trained which animals to deliver pizzas?
What?
A, reindeer, B, cows, or C, monkeys?
Oh, cows. It's probably monkeys, but I've got to say cows just because it's me.
What a crazy question. But like, share and comment for your chance to win these stamps. We're going to announce the winners on Friday's show, and I've actually asked Emily if she can find video footage that we can show you that as well, because I think it would be quite hilarious. So get your comments in to win these amazing stamps. Okay, let's have a quick look at this VT and then we'll get straight into it. So here it is, our Hunky Dory Premium Magazine Volume 17. And look at that, it includes £37 worth of crafting goodies. You're going to get 2 Hunky Dory quality papercraft kits. You're going to get a, for the love of stamps, you're going to get a die and an embossing folder, all for £12.99. That is absolutely incredible. The best thing about it though is the magazine itself. In here are 68 pages filled with projects, and I love the projects that are in here because the team sort of give us briefs to work with, and they're things like cards for kids, cards using paper folding techniques, cards specially working with embossing folders. So it gives you a real variety of lots of different types of cards and styles and techniques that you can use with these papercraft kits. I think they're an absolutely exceptional product to buy as a gift for someone who is either starting off in crafting or just wants to give it a go, because you get so many different varieties of things to choose from. You get step-by-step instructions for everything that is in here, which I absolutely love. There's also some 3D projects that we've got in here, which our lovely Jane has done. There's some little step-by-steps as well for some of our most recent launches. Curious Cats is in here. The wonderful watercolour kit is also in here. You can see that. It's just a fantastic array of projects. I absolutely love it. It's filled with crafting tips to kickstart your crafting, whether you're in a lub or whether you are someone who wants to get someone else into crafting. It's fantastic. So let's have a look in detail then at the first kit you're going to get. This is the Lumberjack collection. The artwork in here is incredible. It has a really funky, stylized illustration look to it. So you can see here you've got the lumberjack, you've got the deer included in this as well. We've got sentiments across here. Let me read them out for you. I'm so glad you're here. Happy Father's Day. Father's Day is coming up, so that's perfect. We've got happy birthday, we've got just for you, and then the border says sent with love across there. You can see it's beautifully die cut and foiled in gold foiling, and this is not because we are very specific when we do things like this, that you have Hunky Dory top quality products in the kit. So this is all printed onto our adorable scorable. It's the same quality you'll get in our mega kits, but we have it for you at this incredible price in our magazine. This one is your foil cardstock. You'll see the accent foiling just shining off your lumberjack there. I love that you've got patterns and textures in here as well, which really work with the collection. This is another really cute one with the deer on and all those logs as well. The next one, you have him in his classic red plaid. I also feel like he's carrying some kind of like trendy Santa vibes. Like really cool trendy Santa.
What he does in his off season.
Yeah, like what Santa does when he's not delivering presents. Happy birthday to you. Thank you very much. Say yes to new adventures. And what would we do without you are some of the sentiments you're going to get on this incredible sheet. We've also got your foiled cardstock, which has the really lovely put bear prints there all the way up those two borders. This one is screaming to be a fold back card or a centre card with those beautiful borders. This one again, beautiful sort of sketchy feel with all of those trees in the background, and then you've got those plaid and that gingham texture as well running throughout there. You also get included in these kits 2 double-sided papers. In here we've got the trees and the plaid, and then you have the blue sort of stripes and the gingham. So that's really cool, and you'll be able to use them with some of those projects that we've got written down for you. And then we also include inserts. So you have 4 inserts in here. Remember, you can cut these down, you can use them, you can pop them through your printer. Again, 140 GSM, so that quality that you all know and love from Hunky Dory. I love the little bear in here, he's so cute. So this is the first collection you're going to receive. That is Lumberjack Wood. Now I think the only thing that you're going to need with this collection really is glue, scissors, and some card blanks. Now yesterday we launched our card blank mega buy, where it was $19.99 and you got 100 card blanks, 10 different designs, 10 of each. We have to say congratulations to every single person who got those yesterday, because they sold out in the very early hours of this morning. So less than a day that we had those, they were gone. So congratulations to everyone who got them, because what an amazing buy that was. When you do get your card blanks though, you're going to be able to make some amazing cards like this. And these are all cards used in this collection, using some other bits as well, to give you a little sneak peek of what's coming. I love this one with the little stamp in there as well. I love the fact that you get the lumberjack in the stamp. Really lovely. This one shows you a little sneak peek of that embossing folder. A really nice way to utilise and mix together these collections. How about a different shape card though? Look at this amazing easel. It's fantastic. A little circle using those images from the collection. I really like how this one lays out. Then we've got a little paper folding technique here with all of these papers sort of coming back to reveal that beautiful topper there in the centre. Oh, we've got a gatefold. I love a gatefold. This one is really cute. Our Jane made this one, and you open it up and it reveals your bear again, but look how she sort of cut around those trees to create that sort of nice fold in that card. Another one here with that lumberjack on. There's so many really cool things you can do with this one. And then another sort of trifold card here, again made by our amazing Jane, to show you how you can use this collection. Absolutely love these. A lot of these will have instructions in your magazine, so if there's any cards that we show you today and you're thinking, oh, I'd love to make that, then don't worry, you'll be able to with the instructions you get inside your magazine. So let's go over to Kat for our first demo with this kit.
Okay, I'm so excited about this. I've never done a box mag on
here. I know, me neither. It's so good because it's something we don't really get to see that much of, is it?
No, comes and then it's gone. So I've taken the soap plagio here and I'm going to match that with the cardstock, and I'm taking one of the paper sheets as well with this tray. And this is, it's a more is more card, this one. I think I'm using about 90% of the top percent.
Everything you can.
Yeah. So I've got an 8x8 card and I'm going to cut this down to 8x6, but for once not tenfold, just the regular 8x6, and we're going to turn this into like a double easel card.
Oh.
So to make this easier for cutting my little easels, I'm going to fold this bit in half first, and then I can fit it back into my trimmer to cut down the bits that I need. So when this is in position on this left hand side of my card, I want to create an easel that's going to sit the big topper. So I'm going to put this in, and it's now at the right hand side because I'm just easier to cut it this way. And I'm going to cut this down to about 2.5 inches, should be plenty. So it's that folded bit that I'm cutting, and I'm just coming down to just over the score line. And then I'm going to come up to the opposite end, and I'm going to take the edge of this card to 1 inch from the edge, and again just going to cut that down to just over the score line.
This is going to look really cool.
And then I'm going to take this to about 2 inches, just so it's big enough for my topper to sit behind.
So in the end you're going to end up with 4 separate like easel pieces.
No, it's just going to be 2. I'm going to cut 2 of the sections away now. So I'm going to cut this end section away. So just in front of the score line, and that's all going to be covered when we put our bottom matte layer on. And I'm going to get in here. You can go in with your scissors, but it's easier, I think, while it's the middle section, just to take away.
And of course you've got your score to follow, so super easy just to remove that.
Yeah.
Good morning to everyone who's joining us on Facebook and YouTube. Loads of people making a guess at a reindeer to be the McDonald's delivery in Japan. A reindeer.
So we're going to end up with 2 little sections like this. So let's start working on our mat and layers. So for my base, we know it's 8x6, so we'll go in and we'll cut my gold down.
Who is on the comments today? It's unbearably cute.
Oh.
Puns are everywhere.
So next I'm going to bring in this piece of the card blank, the foiled one. So again, we're cutting this down. I'm going to come 3 notches under my 8 inches. And 3 notches under the 6.
I think making cards like this is really fun when you have beautiful cardstocks like this that you want to sort of use the whole of that design up.
Absolutely, and I think at the value as well, you feel like you can be a little bit extra. Sometimes when we get a card kit, we want to make sure we're as frugal as possible, but when you're getting all this value, you can splash out a little bit. So what I've taken now with the excess card that I cut off, I've just lined up the gold edge at one side of the cutting line of the trimmer, and I'm going to use this to create one of my little stoppers on the edge of the card.
Cute.
So let's get this together. Now I don't think I've got any functioning construction glue at the moment, so I'm going to have to go in with my tape. So excuse me if my mat and layers are a little bit wonky today.
Good morning to everyone on YouTube. And we have people joining us from Arizona. Good morning.
Arizona.
I know. Lots of people again. Same reindeer over here.
Reindeer.
I know. Rebecca says, what a great value product this is. It really, really is. The Lumberjack is so adorable. I love the Lumberjack. Me too. He is really quite cool, isn't he? Good morning to everyone on both of our channels joining us today. It's just such a great kit. It really is. I think it's so jam-packed filled with so many amazing products, and whether you use them with this collection or whether you keep these magazines, because I often refer back to the magazines that we've got for new ideas when I'm in a bit of a lull and I'm not too sure of what to craft with my products. Then looking through some of these and looking at the features, and maybe like it's a paper folding technique that you choose to use on a completely different kit. It really is transferable, a lot of these instructions, to whatever you have in your stash. So don't just think that once this kit is used up it's sort of a redundant magazine, because it's really not. I always think that they're just like encyclopedias of knowledge that you can just grab and go to when you need them.
Oh, absolutely, because sometimes as well you'll just think, right, yeah, I've got a kit and I can replicate that card pretty much as is.
Yeah.
But then other times as well, it'll just spark off that little twinge of inspiration, and you'll end up making something completely different, but just taking one of two elements and
true.
mixing them together. So there's lots of ways you can do it. So we're just going to pop this on as our base here, take that up to that score line. Just make sure that you're sitting under that score line so that your easels still move nice and freely. And then we're going to use foam pads to pop this bit down, just so it'll work for a little easel for one of our back bits. And we'll pop this down onto this bottom left corner here. Okay, so let's go over to our topper set, and we're going to take out our main topper, which is going to be our main feature. We'll take out the Lumberjack. We need to give him a name. He needs a name.
I'm trying to think what he kind of looks like. Stanley. Stanley's a good name.
So I'm just going to take out that middle frame, and what I'm going to do now to hold this in place as the easel, I'm going to back my frame onto this paper stock so it looks like he's stood with the woods behind him. Again, is my, in fact I'll use a little bit of our glue stick for this, but at home I would use my construction glue normally. It's just that I'm at the end of the bottle. I forgot to bring it in with me.
With this.
You do. So I'm putting that up right to the bottom and at the side. So I'm using as little as possible. So I've got enough left for other projects. And then take your scissors and just cut around the edge.
I think this is such a good technique for when you're doing easels and you need that little bit more stability with your toppers. It's so good to back it onto a pattern paper like this. It's a quite good way of using acetate as well, or parchment that you get in your collections.
You took the words out of my mouth. It can look really good with the acetate, because if you stick your easel just to where your topper is, and then it looks like it's floating.
Yeah, it's really cool.
It's really clever. So just pop a couple of foam pads on the back of Stanley.
I'm going to have to name the other Lumberjack something else. Stanley and
Ted. We're in a Ted mood at the moment.
We are in a Ted mood.
Stanley and Ted.
Stanley and Ted.
They sound like they could be brothers, don't they?
They do. Live in a log cabin together in the woods.
Okay, they sound a bit serial killer-ish now, so let's just, we'll start while we're ahead. So I'm going to take this Happy Father's Day sentiment, and make sure I get the right side. I'm just going to stick a little bit of tape down the side here. And I love layering up my toppers, it just adds a little bit more detail. And we're just going to slide that under, just so it's coming out the side here. Put some tape onto this front part of this easel. Again, you can add a bit more at home, but I'm trying to cut down on the extra bits today, so I'm just going to line that right up to the edge and down to the bottom.
Oh, this looks so cute already.
And then Stanley is going to sit on
Oh,
that
look at
part
that.
there. So this is how we're going. So we're going to carry on with this one over here. So we are now going to, I'm going to take out this sentiment strip. I'm going to use this one for our back stopper before we pop our little moose friend on.
I was saying reindeer, it is a moose, isn't it? It's not a reindeer. It's a moose.
A moose.
Reindeers don't have horns like that.
So this is going to go the full length across the card. So we know that's 3 notches under the 8. So we'll just trim that down. And you can still line that up with that line that's on there, even if it's too narrow to take right to the edge of your trimmer. And then have I got some of the,
You want some strips?
And there we go. Ooh.
Oh no, have they all been cut down?
It's okay, we can work with that. I have the technology. See, I'm under pressure today because I've got to make sure I make a really good job of these cards.
Why?
Because I've promised to say, I bumped into a Hunky Dory TV fan in at IKEA yesterday. Hi Gemma, if you're watching. And I promised I would send her my makes today. So I've got to make sure I make a good job of them.
This is it. If you want cards from Cat, you need to be bumping into her into IKEA.
So I'm just going to pop this. I'm going to leave a little channel here, so there's somewhere for my first topper easily part to sit, and then just run that along there. We'll take out.
Can we name the moose?
A moose. Yeah, we can, can't we?
I feel like it needs to be a M name.
Marvin.
Marvin the Moose. Marvin the Moose, Stanley and Ted. What a good combination.
So we'll just pop this one over this side. Just want to make sure it's covered. So we're going to end up, he's just going to sit a little bit forward to that one there, and Marvin's just going to sit behind. So we get that little bit, sorry, I'm right over the other way, that definition sitting
really
back and
cool.
forward. So now we're just going to go a little bit extra, finishing off with our toppers. So we're going to take Stanley and Marvin together. I'm going to take the bear. We need a name for the bear as well. Barry the bear.
Barry the bear. I hope that you
So
remember
glad
these
you're
names
here.
when you're crafting at home.
And I'm going to take that. So literally all I'm saving from here, from this topper sheet, is the birthday wishes and the little lumberjack on his own. But
you could make a really tiny
Of course
4x4. You could use up some of that extra paper that you use.
definitely, like we saw before, you can combine it with your stamps and your die that you're going to get.
Make a little background with your lumberjack Ted.
So we'll pop the pear on here. Pop Barry. I think we'll slide him under
Oh, that's cute.
here-ish. As far as he'll go. A little bit of foam pad on this sentiment.
Did you buy anything good from IKEA, or were you taking the stuff back?
No, we got a table for the garden, and we got some new garden tiles for the top bit that we're doing.
I was really sad when I went the other week, because normally there's a nice gardening bit when you get to the end, and there wasn't. They had a hammock. Did you see the hammock? I was trying to persuade Dan that we have a hammock in the garden, but he wasn't
having it.
No. I just thought, a lovely Sunday morning on my hammock, maybe doing a little bit of colouring. But then, to be fair, Oscar would probably come and jump off, and I'd fall off.
I'd love to see you colouring on a hammock. I'm not quite sure how that would work.
Well, you'd lie on it, wouldn't you? You'd lie on it with your feet up with colouring. Like, I could use my little scoreboard. Also, by the time I probably got comfortable on the hammock, the rain would come, so...
No, it did annoy Peter a little bit, because literally it was garden stuff we were going for, so we had to go all the way through
to get to the end.
Did you
not use the diversions, the little cut-throughs?
Don't tell him about that. He doesn't know they exist.
Well, to be fair, you don't know what you need when you're in there, do you? So
no, you just never know.
This is so cute.
And there we go.
Absolutely love it.
So I'll bring it over.
So much detail on this and so much dimension. It's really, really fun. And I even think, even though you've used all of those toppers, it was so worth it, because that is a exceptional make. Love it.
You're welcome.
That was so cute with all those characters on now. Get ready, people, because we have even more characters to name. This is our second collection. This is the fairy in the fairy garden. Again, it follows that real beautiful stylized illustration look in here. You have gnomes, you have fairies, beautiful accent foiling throughout. This is the first topper that you can see with the beautiful round and oval designs in here. The sentiments are: with love, sending fairy wishes, happy new home, and birthday wishes. I also love the colours in this one. It's really pastels, pinks, greens, beautiful blues in here. This is an absolute gorgeous foiled cardstock with the gold bunting running all the way across the top there. Absolutely divine. Fussy cutting is a must-have with this, I think. Getting all those little bunting strips. And then your next one is this super cute one with the little gnome and his toadstool there, having a little party by himself. Really nice floral ditzy patterns in the backgrounds of these. And then the next topper we have for you is Fairy Wonderful. And I love that these are more sort of orangey yellow tones running throughout here. A real mix from that first set that we had for you. Really nice square and rectangle borders, perfect for your larger cards, or if you want to make fancy cards with real detailing. Have a magical day, happy birthday, and may your day be fun. May your day be filled with fun and friends. We've got frogs in here, we've got little snails in here. It is a real sort of adventure into a fairy garden, this one. Your foil cardstock has little accent foiling throughout the bottom here. All these stars and the beautiful wings of that fairy are all foiled in gorgeous gold. Then your next cardstock is this beauty. Again, fussy cutting her out and layering her on top, or creating 3D projects is a must with this one. Your pattern papers we have for you is this beautiful sort of water lily that we have on that side, and then we have a ditzy pattern with those flowers on the reverse. The second one has more of that sort of aubergine colour with the really bright sunflowers on, and then you have a contrasting one with a cream and beautiful little rosebuds on there. Your inserts to coordinate with this one have the beautiful gnome on. You have that really deep tone, but they're all muted down versions, which is really nice because you can use them and you're still going to be able to see what you've written on here as well. So that is the second collection you're going to receive in this magazine for £12.99. It is in the fairy garden, and I'm going to show you some beautiful cards that have been made with this one as well. Those are all absolutely stunning. We have some real fun ones here. Another really nice bouncy easel card, utilising those shaped toppers as well in a completely different way, which I absolutely love. This one is absolutely gorgeous here with your paper and that really showcasing that cardstock, and just having two smaller toppers in that one. This is an absolute gorgeous card. It's featured on the front cover. It has an incredible iris folding technique around that topper in the centre. It's just absolutely fantastic. Some paper weaving as well on this one with your gnome topper. You'll be able to see there's a little ant on there as well.
Aww.
It's filled with so many really nice things, and then we have this absolutely exceptionally beautiful large 8x8 utilising both papers and your cardstock there. It's absolutely gorgeous. Some ones that have used some different bits and pieces on as well. We've cut out, this one has cut out one of the images from the cardstock and then utilised it with some glitter card to make it a bit different. And then this one again uses one of those really nice background stamps that we're going to show you in just a little while. Before we get to the next demo though, let's remind you of this week's Win It Weekly competition, because 3 winners are going to win our Botanical Beauties A6 stamp set. You have to answer this question. Domino's Japan trained which animals to deliver pizza? A reindeer, B cows, or C monkeys? Like, share and comment for your chance to win. Okay Kat, what's coming up next?
So we are going in with Fairy Garden, you might have guessed, and I'm going to take the Magical Wishes topper set, and again I'm using some papers and the background card sheet. So again, I'm doing a large card. I must have been in a big card mood yesterday.
You must have.
Definitely. So I'm going to start by, I'm going to keep this one in the 10th fold position, and I'm going to cut away a section again. So on my left hand side of the card, I want this to be 6 inches. So I'm just going to mark 2 inches on the right. If I can find a pencil. And I'll mark it again further down, just so I know I can get a nice straight line. I'm just going to come a little bit under from that. And then, because I'm doing the full stretch, we're not going to get this in the trimmer, so I'm just going to use my craft knife to
cut that bit away.
Trim this section away. And then the part at the top here, just at the back of the skull line. So I've pre-cut for my back panel. I've got an 8x8 mirror mat, and I'm just going to cut from the papers a layer. I feel like I've got something in my hair. Is it catching in my eye? 3 notches under the 8 by 3 notches under the 8.
I love that you have all these coordinating elements that you can really sort of layer up as much as possible, because it makes your cards look so different than just using sort of cardstock and the toppers from the kit. If you've got these papers, then definitely use them, because they can add so much more to your cards. You can save your cardstock to make other bits and pieces. I love adding extra elements onto my cards.
Definitely. I think the inserts with this set as well, with both these sets, are like fully coloured, aren't they? They're just a paler version.
It's true.
And I think for both the fairies and the Lumberjack collection, they work so well as main elements, because they're just that little bit softer than the main images, but they're still strong enough to hold your focus on a card front. So you've got so much craftability with this set. So before I get that anywhere near the tape, I'm just going to line it up on 3 edges where I'm happy-ish with it. and pop that down. And then if I can find where I've put the base of my card, I've hid it under here. A bit more tape. I feel very alien not going in with my glue.
You're a construction glue queen.
I am. But sometimes it's just nice to have a change.
Is it weird to think what we did before construction glue?
Yeah, it is, isn't it? I know quite a few batten layers went in the bin, put it that way. So we just line this up to the edge again, and then when you're happy, pop it down. So now we need to create a panel for this section here. So we're going to go in again, gold mirror, and we know this is 8 by 6. So we'll do the 6 bit first.
There's just so many beautiful elements to both of these collections that it's hard to not make absolutely big cards and utilize it all because it's so pretty.
That's it. Narrowing down the ideas yesterday to come up with 2 demos from each kit was just like, this is the hardest thing ever. Just wanted to do so much. So that way it's 3 notches under the 6, and you guessed it, 3 notches under the 8 that way. And what I'm going to do before I stick this down, I am just going to fussy cut slightly around my little fairy here so I can stick my toppers behind.
Oh, that's going to look so cute.
So I'm not going to go right up to her. I'm just going to leave a little couple of mil border. I'm just going to carefully bring the craft knife round. Following the line of her wings here.
This is going to look so cute. Yeah, because sometimes when you've got artwork like this, we don't want to cover it up.
No, absolutely not.
It's just too pretty.
And this will just give us this little bit of a flap out here. So if you just give it a little bit of a crease in, and it just makes sure that when you're putting your adhesive on the back as well, you're not going to accidentally
put tape where you don't want it.
Yeah. Just a visual reminder.
What type of things are you going to be making when you get this box magazine home? Let us know. Which is your favourite collection so far? Are you a lover of the Lumberjack, or are the fairies taking your fancy? Let us know in your comments. And remember, keep commenting with that Win It Weekly competition answer for your chance to win those stamps.
What I love about both of these collections though as well is that even though they're more of a cartoony kind of style, they're not limited to young cards.
No.
They're both still designed, so yes, they will make your younger cards absolutely perfectly, but you can also use them for so many other occasions. I know there's a lot of ladies out there that love fairies, and there's just something, they've got an edge to them that they'll work for
They're
any
so
age,
nice, aren't they?
without being too childish.
And we're not finished with showing you the product that you get inside of this magazine as well, because we still have to show you our stamp, our embossing folder, and the die that you're going to get included in this kit. It's absolutely jam-packed, filled with goodies, all for £12.99.
So I've pre-popped out my layers here, and I'm just going to pop this over. So again, I'm just going to use some glue. I would usually use my construction, but pop that on there, and then we can slide that under. And then the same with this one. And remember, when you're putting your glue on, when you turn it over on the back, it's the opposite side that you're putting the glue on to where you want what it looks like when you stick it down. So we'll pop you back inside there. Match that all up. And then we've still got enough room to add our main topper back in on some foam pads, just to give her that little bit of
Oh wow,
definition.
this is going to be so special when it's all put together. I love it. Tracy says the Lumberjack, definitely. Both for me, because the Lumberjack is my dad and I love the fairies, says Jackie. Wynn is loving the Lumberjack. Gemma says they both look so fun. Vic says I do love the Lumberjack. It's definitely true, isn't it? Lumberjack as the animals are super cute, says June. And Rachel has commented to say, how cool would it be to open the door to any of these animals? I think I'll go with a reindeer. I think possibly there'll be more pizza left with them. Very true. I said this. Would you even get a pizza to the door, or would it just be an empty box? Because that's not acceptable, really, is it?
And the thing is, if it was cow and it came to my house, the chance of them getting
the cow back. Yeah, exactly.
Just happened to wander in. Didn't want to leave, sorry. So we place this back on top now.
This is so cute. And you have so much space as well for your message in there, because you've got the other side of the
absolutely
the fold.
Yeah, you just do another mat and layer with your insert in there. Use your stamp or one of your sentiments.
So cute.
So bring this back in, and we'll pick some pick our sentiments. We've got sending fairy kisses, with love, and birthday wishes. Let's use these.
So cute. Such lovely sentiments throughout them. Of course, we've got some puns in there. There wouldn't be a Hunky Dory kit without a pun these days.
No, they've got to be, haven't there? Keep losing my foam pads and my marbles. And this is another one. I've done another. Started with a base of 8x8 again, but I've used so much less of the kit this time. You'd easily get another card or two not out of this one. So it just shows how very versatile they can be.
Absolutely love them.
Put birthday wishes on this one. Little with love over there. And I would normally, let's see if we've got a little bit of pink ribbon that will match this top corner here. You can just see it peeking at me.
Sharon says, I'm loving this card. Mine wouldn't come out nothing like this. Honestly, if you card making with Hunky Dory kits is so easy. They're so beautifully designed that it's really, really hard to make difficult cards. You could definitely do this, Sharon.
100%. There's nothing complicated about this at all. It's just my scissors are a little blunt.
It's so cute.
That's better. Let's see if I've got a dot of this construction glue that will come out for.
If not, there might be glue dots in the
Is there a glue dot?
in the side, potentially.
There we go. Let's take one of these. Might be a little bit big, but
Diane says this is a gorgeous card. Another amazing card, Cat, says Jackie.
Pop you on there. And there we go.
Absolutely gorgeous. I love this. It's so beautiful, and just having that tiny bit cut away gives you so much more dimension. It's really, really stunning. Thank you, Kat. Another amazing card. So next up, let's have a look at the other bits and pieces you're going to receive in your selection. We're going to go with the stamps first. Now this stamp set is so cute. Let me just pop this out of the way. In here you get the little lumberjack, you get 2 fairies, we've got Barry the bear here, we've got the snail, the frog, you get the beautiful sort of flower flourish from that fairies collection, and then your sentiments are with lots of love and hugs and happy birthday to you. It's just an absolutely essential stamp set for this collection, and the cards are absolutely beautiful that you can create as well. We've got one here using the fairies and the embossing folder. This one here just has one of the fairies on. It's really beautiful. And then we have another one which utilizes the fairies and that flourish with a beautiful background to show off just how lovely these stamps really can be. So that's the stamps you're going to receive. There's 10 stamps included in there as well. And then we have your embossing folder. I love this. Is a little house, a little fairy house. Did I say stamp?
Embossing folder.
Oh, did I? We'll get to the embossing folder. It's a die. Everyone can see it's a die. So this little beauty is absolutely stunning. We have some great card samples made with this one. I love this one with that it's been cut out of white a few times actually, because that Dory is lifted off there and then coloured in. We have another one which has just been cut out in one layer and coloured with some beautiful like a watercolour wash effect there. And then sometimes you don't even need to colour them in, and you can make absolutely stunning simple cards with this collection. Now I'll show you the embossing folder. This is your embossing folder. You have the beautiful woods in there, but I like how we've mixed both the trees and the flowers from both kits to make a beautiful background, and it really does work with both of your kits as well. And you can combine it not only just with your stamps, but it looks absolutely fantastic with the kit as well. This one's just been used as a little background section, and then again on this one too we've got backgrounds in here with your lumberjacks. And then I have to show you this incredible make, because this is actually inside the magazine with full instructions on how you can put it together, but it's a little toadstool house.
How amazing is that?
It's so cool. And then the fairies have all been cut and coloured using the stamps and popped around the whole entirety of this little mushroom house. It's absolutely stunning. So whether you are new to crafting or whether you are wanting a challenge, there really is something for everyone in this box magazine. Now, Kat, are we going to do another demo?
If you want me to.
What are we going to use?
We are going to use the stamps and the embossing folder.
How
for
exciting.
this one. And I am going to do a version of one that I did for the magazine.
Okay.
So if you've got the magazine, you'll know in a little bit further detail how we did it. So first of all, downsize this time. I'm going to a 6x6, and that's my card base. We'll be coming back to that shortly, but let's get cutting this embossing folder. So I'm just going to cut my stripping just enough so I can get a nice image. Keep that other piece of cardstock, so we'll be doing my stamping on that later. And then I'm going to open this up. Now I'm not quite sure how this works for embossing. Do I just put it straight through, or do I need to do something in my plate?
You need a purple plate.
Ah.
Do we have it? We should have it, because I think it's the only one that gets used in here. It's a thin purple one.
I have seen it. I know I've seen it.
Alternatively, the big one, it's just the two
thingies.
the two thick outside edges.
Right,
if you're going to use the big Gemini.
I've
I've seen it somewhere recently, actually. It might be on someone's desk.
We'll pop it through the big Gemini. Sorry for leaning across. So just these two?
I hope so.
We'll soon find out, won't we?
Trial and error sometimes.
Yep. It's grasped onto something, so we'll see.
I think we've...
this. Beautiful.
Oh my goodness.
I'm going to do...
Look how much dimension you've got in that.
So look, like Natalie said, just how much poof there is. Now
It's
you can
gorgeous.
be inking over that, you can colour it in. For this one, it's quite a clean and simple card, so I'm just going to keep this part of it white, and I'm just going to trim away. And I'm thinking now this card might actually be smaller than 6 by 6. So I'm going to go right up to the edge of where the embossing is.
Yes, Heather, the toadstool is in the magazine. It's on page 12. There's not only just instructions, there's photograph instructions on how to put this together, which I really, really love. So super, super handy, and everything you need is all written down for you too.
So what I'm going to do now is I'm just taking one of our circle nesting dies, and I'm just going to place this in the middle. And we'll put this through the die cut machine to cut like a little aperture for us.
This is going to look so cool. I can't believe how much dimension you get when you run that through.
I know.
That's Ink Me, isn't it? That
It
you
is,
popped
yeah,
on.
yeah, yeah.
Wow. That's so detailed. I asked for some new plates for the midi yesterday, but unfortunately we have none in stock.
Oh.
So Joanne did say that when the stock comes back in from Crafters Companion, she's going to save us some.
Amazing. So just take this out of here now, and what we're going to do is we're just going to place this where we want it to go, and we're just going to sketch very lightly where that is, and then we can do some work on the card underneath. So the first thing I am going to do is we'll take the lumberjack again. That's what I did in the magazine, so we'll stay with him here, and acrylic block, we'll pop him on. I'm going to use the first fine ink because I'm just using my pencils today.
There's so many good things in here. You get to meet Jennifer as well. Jen's in here. A lovely Jen from marketing. You get to know all about what she does in a day-to-day here at Hunky Dory.
So we pop him in the centre, and then I'm going to stamp him again on a little piece of our masking sheets. This is where I'm altering slightly from the one that I did in the magazine, because in the magazine I just coloured in the background, but this one, just to save a little bit of time, although it's probably going to take me just as long to cut round him here.
Oh, I can see it.
I'm just going to ink in the sky for this one. So we're taking this as close to the line as possible.
I love the little subheaders that we've got for each collection as well. I do believe in fairies is one of them. And then this card that Kat's making is on page 37, and it's it'll be all white because all your card selections are super beautiful, simple white makes.
Yeah, lots of white space. It was
beautiful.
Yeah.
Some gorgeous things in here.
So, trim around Stanley's legs very carefully. I'm not doing him any damage. No Stanleys were hurt.
No Stanleys were hurt in the making of this card. There's some beautiful gift ideas as well that Jade made. I totally forgot about them. Some gorgeous 3D makes. It's jam-packed full.
So then our sticky sheets, they have a backing on. So we just take that away and then we can place the mask directly over him, and that just means when I ink in the background now, it's not going to affect the image underneath. So we just pop him on there. Ooh, get a bit of a freebie with that one. And I'm just going to ink in some sky around him.
What a cool idea.
And like I said, in the magazine I did colour in background with grass and everything as well, which I will add to this, but I'm just in the element of time. You know what it's like, I've just got to do it a little bit quicker. But you're just left with that lovely clean image
so
underneath
good, doesn't it?
when you take it away. Now, pencils. Let's colour him in. So we will start, we'll add a little bit of greenery at the bottom just so it doesn't look like he is too just stood in the middle of nowhere. And I'm just keeping this really, really simple.
It's gorgeous.
A bit under his feet, and then we'll go with a little bit of brownie just to make up some underneath him. And I'm just doing this really light sketching. Again, you take all the time you want on it.
It's really cute.
So let's see if we can colour him in really, really quickly, because I've not done a pre-one for this, because I thought it'd be nice for once just to colour something from start to finish. And why he's nice and small, that's the word I was looking for. You don't need to get too detailed with the colouring. We'll give him some nice dark navy if I can find it.
What on earth is that noise?
We've got a spaceship in the building.
What was that?
Should we go green for a shirt on this one? We've not got
Yeah,
a
we've
green
not got a
shirt in the
green one.
kit, so we can. This is where you can change it up and personalise it a little bit.
That was the craziest noise I think I've ever heard.
We've got Avril Lavigne. It sounded like a skateboard going.
It did, didn't it?
A really like heavy duty
I
skateboard.
didn't realise skateboards were allowed in the warehouse. I'll definitely get mine out next time. Take me half the time to get around.
So we're just darkening up a couple of those checks just to give it that definition. We'll do his hat the same.
He's so cute.
And it comes together really, really quick, doesn't he? Let's give him some brown braces to match his axe.
Have you seen that you can go axe throwing?
Yeah.
Doesn't it look really cool?
It does. I think I'd be dangerous at it.
Yeah, me too. I'm clumsy enough by myself. I fell over yesterday. The box that's near my desk that's been there for a week, and then I fell over your black storage case. And they've not moved. They've been there for a really long time. Anne-Marie was laughing at me.
I bet. So there we go. Just very, very simple colouring, and he's all done.
Really cute.
So now we can start building our card up. I'll tidy up after. Let's do that. Let's move on. Now, before I do anything else on this card, just to add a little bit of detail You've seen me do this before. I'm going to add some score lines to the bottom just to add some fun definition. So I'm going to turn my card over. So my
Score lines are upwards.
Yes, the embossed rather than debossed. So I'm going to come out, just leave a bigger gap at the bottom.
And are you going down every one?
I am. I'm just going to start in a minute checking where my pitch finishes so I don't go too far up. Turn him over a little bit more. We can do a couple more.
It's such a good way to add something different when you're creating white cards, isn't it?
It is. It just adds that fun bit of detail, and it kind of echoes the embossing that's in this part. So when we pop that back over,
cute.
So it's a bit like the spotlight colouring we did last week, but it's just so.
June says, I love losing myself in colouring. It's so therapeutic. I love watching people colour on here, June. I just go into a daze. We have a question. Will the Megamix card blanks be coming back? I didn't check out on time. Oh no. So sorry about that. We will have to see. They might be coming back, but I'm not sure if we'd ever be able to do them at that incredible price again, because that was super low. We can definitely speak to Dan though, and see if they will be coming back, because they were so popular. Maybe we could do it on a Super Savers. We shall see.
He does like to keep you happy, so you never know. If you ask him nicely, he likes to keep all our customers happy, doesn't he? So we'll pop that over there. So he's just peeking through the woodlands. And then we're going to take a little sentiment stamp. We'll take the happy birthday to you.
Oh, I like this. Cheryl has commented, so I'd love to see a little video of how a new pack, how you introduce a new pack to Hunky Dory from the original idea through to adding them to the magazine. I would find it fascinating. Honestly, the amount of people that are involved in any new collections here is quite crazy. We have ideas and thoughts and things are normally found by either our designers Jen and Alan, or Anne-Marie or Dan, and then they all sit together, they all talk through them. Then it goes to the designers, and there's about 4 designers, so depending on what it is, depends on how many people work on it. Then it goes to the printers, then it goes to back here. Chris cuts it down on the guillotine, and then it goes to the people on production who foil and cut it. Then once it's foiled and cut, it'll go to Rekka's team, and she'll assemble it into all the packs for you. Then it'll come to us, and we get it, and we make cards with it. Then when we make cards with it, it'll go to Anne's team. Anne writes up all the instructions for the magazine. The girls will photograph it. Then it'll go to marketing. Marketing get it all for all the website and the online bits and pieces that we do. It's I'd probably say at some point in its life it goes through every single person that works here, and there are over 80 members of staff here at Hunky Dory Crafts. So I think for sure, from the time it gets to you, every single person in the building has probably had something to do with it. It's incredible.
Definitely. And what I love though as well is that, going right back to those beginning stages where the ideas first come up, is that people aren't afraid to say no here. If we don't think it's right for our customers, and it's not going to appeal to you, then they do say no. Try again. We want something better. And they always do.
They always do. I love this. He looks so cute there as well, stood in that little aperture. Loads of people are loving it. Anne says it's a lovely card. Rebecca on YouTube says it's a very pretty card, Cat. Super cute. Says Alison. Lots of people are loving it, and lots of people still getting their comments in for the Win It Weekly competition. You are not out of time for that. You can comment on any of our videos up until and during Friday's show, and we announce the winner about 45 minutes in. So tune in to see if you're a lucky winner of those stamps.
Absolutely. And I'm just going to finish with some tiny little black gems that just bring this one to life.
Oh, Kat, do you know what's happening tomorrow?
What's happening tomorrow?
We have a craft along.
Oh yes, we do, don't we?
Do you know who's doing the craft along?
I do.
It's Anne-Marie.
I know. Actually, don't think she's been back.
No, I don't think she has.
Wow. Oh my God, you're gonna go wild.
It's gonna be so fun.
So here we go. Really simple. Lots of white space.
I love it though.
Just using all those elements.
So much detail with that embossing folder and those score lines. Really lovely. Thank you, Kat.
You're welcome.
3 absolutely amazing demonstrations. And if you want to make more with this kit, then make sure you get your box magazine. Both kits are included, your stamp, your die, your embossing folder, and 68 pages filled with inspiration and how-tos for using this collection. But that's all we have time for today. We're going to add some gilding flakes. Not sure whereabouts they are. Some gilding flakes. Here we go. Thank you, Gemma. I'm going to add these gilding flakes to the rollover box. It's not been won for a while now, so it is stacking up. They're going in the prize rollover box. I'm going to be down at Hobby Maker tomorrow. 3 and 5 o'clock, we've got some brand new adorable scoreable pattern packs. So I'm currently thinking of lots of really cool 3D things I can make on Hobby Maker tomorrow. So join me at 3 and at 5 for that show. We've also got some decoupage rockers later on in the day as well, so don't miss it. And then tomorrow, like I said, an amazing club gift craft along. So if you have our most recent club gift, which is our peonies, Perfect Pansies. I knew it was flowers, and it began with a P. I was close. Perfect Pansies. If you have that collection, then join Anne-Marie and Kelly. Get a cup of tea, get some biscuits, and get ready to craft up a storm, because it's going to be super, super fun. We're going to leave you, I think we're back on Friday. I'm not sure if it's both of us or if Anne-Marie's doing the show.
I don't know.
I'm not sure. But we'll see you very soon anyway. Thank you for joining us. Have a lovely rest of your Wednesday, and we'll see you all again very soon.